Hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, comrades on the YouTube, to my family, and to the love of my life. Putting it all together there at the house. We just remodeled our bathroom, so she's getting that all put back together. So, I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The last time that we spoke, I was still stuck alongside the road. Well, that was finally remedied. God, it's bright. That was finally remedied. I had a service guy come out to me. He got dispatched to me, and then, why not add problems to the problems I already had? So there was a fatality accident on the 6487 about 10 miles behind where I was. So they closed the roads. So it delayed the dude to come and fix me by about an hour. Actually, it was a little longer than that, a couple hours. So it took him a while to get there, but he finally did get there. But that was about 3. And so then I had to, run the whole system and see what's wrong. And it was calling about bad def. And the dude's like, man, I'm not even buying that. There's just no... The chances of us getting bad def are minimal compared to there being a bad sensor. So we were able to get the degeneration threat eliminated, and I was able to roll down the road, which I decided to do. I didn't want to take a tow. I mean, that's too expensive. If you don't have to, then don't. But anyway, so I ended up driving up to Pueblo. I called along the way, and they said, yeah, you can come up, but we're not going to see you tonight. Okay, so now I got to spend another night drilling my nose. So I went to the Loves that was a half mile from there, and spent the night there. And then what I did was, and I'm glad I did it, because there was no room at this Pueblo Rush Truck Center. I love the name of that joint. Rush. Doesn't that sound awesome? It's not Van Halen Truck Center. It's not. It's not the Queen Truck Center. It's not Cream Truck Center. No. It's Rush Truck Center. Just has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? So, but anyway, so that's where I went. And like I said, I'm glad I did. There was very little room. I'm glad I disconnected my trailer and drove over to the truck center there. And I was there all day long. Oh my God, I got there at 7. I didn't leave there till 5. Ah, man. And what was wrong? A def quality sensor. That was it. All this time, just been sitting between Pueblo and Cheyenne because of a def quality sensor. And that's what the dude in the mobile was saying. What? Def quality? There's no way that's the problem. You've got something in the sensors that's wrong. He was right. So anyway, I ended up leaving Pueblo at 5. Well, I had gotten up at 5:30 that morning, and I told y'all I'm not a very good nighttime driver. I'm not worth a damn to anybody. And this, no exception. So, I drove as far as I thought I could, and I decided to stop in Cheyenne, a couple 100 miles. So at least I knocked that amount off. I'm only 430 miles away from my delivery now in Layton, Utah. That I'm not due up there or over there until 11 o'clock tonight. So I got here, and the mistake that I made It turned out not to be a big deal. It turned out to be just fine, but it was kind of a mistake. I forgot to look at my trips section on my Isaac that I've showed y'all already, because I knew they were going to have to rechange or reschedule my delivery. So they did that, but I didn't check it until I got here. You know, I was thinking, okay, I mean, I'm probably going to deliver this tomorrow. As long as it's in the afternoon, I'm going to have time to do that. So that shouldn't be too big of a deal. So I got here and looked, and it's not due. That was on the 15th. The night of the 15th, I got here about 10. And no, it wasn't that late. It was probably 8-ish. But whatever it was, I noticed that I didn't have to be there until the 17th at 11 o'clock at night. Well, I could easily put in a 34-hour reset. So I've been here since the night of the 15th. It's the 17th. And then my delivery isn't until 2300. And it is about 10 after 1. No, it's about 1. Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon here on the 17th. It is Saturday. And I tell you, I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go around. I hate this. I hate when you're up, you spend all morning up. You know, I got up at like 8 o'clock just because I couldn't lay there anymore. And you get up and you take a shower, get a cup of joe, something to eat, and then you just sit. You just sit. You know, I've already cleaned the house. I've already done my pre-eat. So all that's done. It's just a matter of go. And I can't, because I got to save my clock for after I'm done in Layton to go try and find some place to park. My next delivery picks up in Logan, Utah, which is about 100 miles further up the road along US Highway 89. So I got to figure out, and then I don't do that until 2 p.m. Take it to Kent, Washington. I have no idea what I'm picking up. Picking up some food joint. But this is just an anxiety I can't stand. You're just sitting here waiting. I feel like I'm behind schedule, but I'm not. I feel like I should be doing something, but I did. So I'm just drilling my nose and getting tired. You know, so I think I'm gonna, once I do this, I think I'm gonna go out and take a little bit of a walk. But I figure I'll leave here. It's about a 6.5 hour drive, and the weather's great. As a matter of fact, let me show you that. All right. Yeah. It was a blizzard through here yesterday, something fierce. Been keeping an eye on that sign right there. 42 degrees, 104. I'm here to tell you, man, I couldn't ask for better. I've already done the weather check. There's nothing between me and Utah as far as precip goes, but I know I'm going to deal with a little bit of ice later on because the roads are going to be wet, and then it's going to get dark and it's going to freeze again. So now I'm back. I turned you guys off, sorry. Got to figure out how to split that. I think I can do it. Anyway, so I think I'm going to leave here my parking spot in about an hour. I'm going to go over and get in line for fuel. There's been a line for fuel all day long. I have a feeling that this is probably some of the cheapest fuel in Cheyenne because the lines are long here. So I'm going to have to go get in line about 2 so that I can be out of here between 2 and 3. I figure that's a good time to leave. And because I do anticipate some ice when it gets dark. So I'm going to have to be careful there. I should be able to hammer down. I mean, I should be from here to dark. So at least I'll get a good, 4 or 5 hours. Well, 3 hours or so of just getting it. And that's what I'm hoping to do anyway. But after that, the pace is going to slow down a little bit because there's going to be some slick spots. I've heard of some wind down the road. So, I mean, it's not windy here. It's breezy, but it's not windy. And up here in Wyoming, man, when when they put a wind watch out, that's a wind watch out, you better pay attention to it because it'll blow this truck around, particularly if you're light. I mean, I'm relatively light. I'm not too heavy, but, you know, I mean, I'm not empty either, you know, so I'm not 79,000 either. I'm about 62, which is fine. I like that. That way I can top off my fuel. And then that's just one less thing I got to worry about. I don't need to worry about reefer fuel. I don't need to worry about truck fuel. I'm full of DEF. I'm barely off the fuel mark or the full mark on DEF, so I don't need to worry about that. I got DEF in Amarillo and got up here, and I'm still golden. I mean, golden. It takes a long time to burn through a tank of DEF. It really does. A couple of weeks, 10 days. So anyway, another cool little thing that happened to me. So I was up in Washington a couple of weeks ago and ran into this Russian guy. Nice guy, super nice guy, good English. And we were just kind of waiting our turn in the reception area. We were docked in next to each other. He's the one that started the conversation. Happy guy, man. Smiled a lot, this and that. So, you know, we shot the shit for a little bit there up in Washington when I went to go get those apples. Remember that? This was my second pickup. And so got to just chit-chatting with the dude. So then, you know, fast forward a couple of weeks. And I'm sitting right where I'm at right now. I'm sitting here in my chair and my recliner. And here goes dude, right in front of my truck. I'm like, hey, it's dude. So I stopped him. And man, we shot the shit for about a half an hour. Got to know him a little bit. His name's Alex. He's actually from Ukraine, but whatever, they speak the same language. Russia. And, you know, they're just kind of separate entities these days, which is what's pissing Putin off. But anyway, so he's been here about 20 years before all that crap. So with what's going on now, he said he's trying to get back, but not now. He'll wait until all this is settled. But anyway, it was just a trip. You know, it's not often that you run into people that you see on down the road. Damn it, this guy's going to pull in next to me. I hate that. It just makes it tighter for me to get out of here. Anyway, it's not very often that you run into people here at, you know, anywhere in America that you just spoke to 2 weeks ago. Not very often does that happen. So it was cool to see the dude. He's a cool guy. And his name is Alex. He's from the Ukraine. So yeah, very cool dude. Very cool dude. So anyway, if this guy hits my truck, I'm going to have to get out and fight pretty early this morning. I don't like doing that, but he's close. So anyway, you do know who love you. We're spinning a little bit. Not too much. I've been in the truck the whole time, you know. Cheyenne's not that bad of a town. Cheyenne's a pretty cool town. So it's not too big of a deal here in Cheyenne. So we're in the yellow section. You know what I mean? It's about a 4, but just because. So anyway, again, you do know who love you. It's your boy. It's Clydesdale. We're running Leonard's Express. We got a reefer on our back. We're taking some coffee creamer to the Kroger Safeway. Is it Safeway? Anyway, it is Kroger distribution center up in Layton. So that's what we're going to do. You guys, if you have a load on your back, safely travel. Be careful in some of this winter weather that's out there. And you know, love you. Peace.